Yo, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to This Day in History, August 29th. There was so much that happened around the league today in history. We're going to try to cover it all. There's like 6 or 7 things I want to talk about here. But I tell you what, if you haven't checked out this website yet, go check it out, nationalpastime.com. The link is in the description below. There is so much history you can learn about the game and just everything that happened in Major League history today. You can figure it out on this website. So go ahead, take a look. Let me know what you guys think. So let's jump into it. We're going to start back in 1948. That's a long time ago, but we're going to talk about Jackie Robinson. Jackie Robinson, on this day in history, hit the backwards cycle. Now, if you don't know what that means, of course, the cycle is a single, double, triple home run. Well, he did it in the reverse order. He hit a home run in the first. I got to find it. Home run in the first. A triple in the fourth. A double in the sixth. And a single in the eighth to complete the backward cycle. He added 10 total bases on the day. He drove in 2 runs, scored 3 times, and stole a base as the Brooklyn Dodgers beat the Cardinals at Sportsman Park. I don't even know what that is, but 12-7. So that's a good day. A good day for right there for Jackie Robinson. That's exciting. I don't know if this was the first time that's ever happened. Of course, it doesn't give me all the information, and I forgot to look it up because I'm just trying to fly through these today because I got so much to talk about. So let me know if that's the first time that's ever happened. That's really cool. Back in 1948. We are gonna skip forward a couple of years up to 1967. Now, this is interesting because this has only happened 29 times in the history of baseball, and you're like, well, that's kind of a lot. Well, 3 triples in one game. That is very rare. It happens less than a no-hitter, almost the same times as a perfect game. This is very, very rare, especially with the players today. The ball is used. The ball just goes out of the park instead of going off the wall for a triple of some sort, as well as, it just doesn't happen. There's not a lot of speed guys anymore. So let's talk about it. Kansas City's leadoff hitter, Bert Campaneris. I don't know how to say that guy's name. He had 3 triples at Municipal Stadium to no avail as they lost. But the shortstop, the A's shortstop, became the first American leaguer to accomplish the feat. Again, only happened 29 times since 1939. So 30 years before this. That was the last time it happened, at least back in 1967. I'm not sure how many times it's happened since then, but that's crazy. 3 triples in a game does not happen very often. And 29 times in history, that's very crazy. 1967, it happened today. And the reason I bring that up is just because, if you want to find interesting stats on any other website, I was trying to figure out, I'll make this quick, I was trying to figure out like how often it is to lead off the game with a walk and then come around to score, like lead off the game. And I found this website and it gives me all these other stats where it's like, how hard is it to throw a perfect game? How hard is it to get 15 total bases in a game? How hard is it to hit 3 triples in a game? So, actually, no, okay. This is what it says, this website. It says 29 players have hit 3 triples in a game. No one has ever done it twice. And no one has ever hit 4 triples in a game. 1995 was the last time it happened. That's pretty cool. But that's really interesting then. In 1967 to 1995, it must have happened a lot, I guess. But it doesn't happen very much anymore. I suppose that's what this website says. Again, I don't know when it was updated, but that's what we're going with. So the next piece of history we are going to talk about, we are going to skip forward. Where are we skipping to? 1977. Does the name Duane Kuiper, does that ring a bell? Because if it does, you might be a fan of a guy who doesn't hit a lot of home runs. In fact, he only hit 1 in his career. And why is this noteworthy? Well, of course it happened today in history, but he is the worst player, and I don't mean this badly. He's the worst player home run ratio wise with a player over 2,500 at bats. So this guy hit 1 home run in 3,379 times that he came to the plate. He hit 1 home run. It happened today. That's very cool. Go check it out if you haven't seen it. I mean, it is a very it's not a very impressive home run, but the call is really cool. And of course, I'm a broadcaster, so that was really awesome to listen to. Doing my research this morning, but that is the first time he had ever hit a home run. Again, the longest stretch between time, or like the worst home run to at-bat ratio with a player over 2,500 plate appearances. That, again, is crazy. That doesn't happen not ever now. I mean, because you've got speed guys who hit inside the park home runs, and then you've got power guys who just nail the ball over the fence, and of course, with the ball being a little bit juiced, it's kind of easy, I guess. I wouldn't say it's easy. Of course, I can't do it. But you know what I'm saying here is that's crazy that it took him that long. Well, it only took him 4 years, I suppose, to hit the one home run. And he didn't hit another one after his 4 years. In 8 years, he did not hit another home run. And again, this guy wasn't known for the home run power, but that's just absolutely insane. You'd think he'd get lucky maybe one more time. I mean, like a Luis Arias, for example, right? He's not a guy who will hit a home run for you a lot, but when he gets a fastball, he can drill it. I guess this guy just never did. But it was really cool to listen to that call. You should go check it out on YouTube. Also, let's skip ahead. Where are we skipping to now? I've kind of lost track. I think we're going to skip all the way down to 2000. Now, this is just kind of, it's not personal, but it's kind of cool because I go to Nebraska, right? Nebraska College is not, I'm going there on Friday, tomorrow. But the point is, Darren Erstad, if you guys don't know who that is, he retired this year to be with his family, but he played in the majors, now, or used to coach Nebraska baseball. So, on today's date in history, this is really cool. He hit his 200th hit of the season in 2000. He went 3 for 5 with all of them were singles, but he led off the game for the Anaheim Angels at the time, and that completed, or it helped complete, the comeback, a 9-4 win over the Blue Jays. Here's the biggest thing about it though. He was the first player, or he reached 200 hits quicker than anybody else since 1935, when Ducky Medwick accomplished it in 131 games. So I'm not sure exactly how many games it says. Can I look that up quick? What game is this? Does it say? Oh, we're gonna do math quick, people. We're gonna do math. Let's do math really quickly. 68 plus 64. 132. So there you go. So he was just one game shy of 1935's record of 131 games, the fastest player to hit 200 hits in a season. That is still, if you do that math correctly and it's 132 games, he's still got 32 games left. That is pretty crazy. Or did I just do the math wrong? 30 games left to get more hits, right? And in that season, he had 240 hits, which led the league. He was an all-star that year, Gold Glove, and Silver Slugger, by the way. So, Erstad, there you go. Shout out to you if you're watching this. I go to Nebraska. But that's not the point. I thought that was just really cool to point that out, since I kind of have ties with that. So, we're going to skip ahead again. This time, we are going to go all the way. Are we going all the way to 2014? I think we are. 2014, Minnesota. You know the Twins. Minnesota is the 16th franchise to reach the 10,000 home run mark. Now, of course, this goes back to when they were the Senators as well. It's not just the Twins that hit 10,000 home runs as a franchise. Goodness sakes, though, they could almost beat it this year. I forgot one, but we'll go back to it in a second. Who was it? Who was the player that hit their 10,000th, the Twins' 10,000th home run today? Let me know, and I'll tell you at the end of the video. But I did forget one. When was that? Goodness sakes, I can't even find it. This was really bad. I packed all my stuff up for school. 1996. So yeah, I missed it. The Orioles became the first major league team to have 7 players hit 20 home runs in one season. Does that sound familiar? Because it happened yesterday for the Twins. Became, I think the 6th or 7th team to hit 7 home runs in one season, or 20 home runs by their players in one season. I believe that is correct. If I'm wrong, let me know down in the comments. But That is crazy because the Twins are going to hit the 8th player to hit 20 home runs tonight. Polanco's going to do it. I'm calling it. But that's just really crazy that the first team to do it happened today in history, which kind of makes sense. You know, you got to spread it out, and this would be the time of the season when, you know, players are starting to hit that 20 mark. But that's crazy that 7 players hit their 20 home runs the first time today in history. Of course, it happened yesterday for the Twins, but they're going to break it. They're going to break it today, that'll be really cool when this actually happens. So the last thing I want to say, though, the player is Trevor Plouffe. If you guessed that, congratulations. Back in 2014, he was the player to hit the 10,000th home run for the franchise. Yeah, there you go. They lost that game, though, 9-1 in Baltimore. But you know what? Good job for hitting 10,000 home runs. So that's a lot of history today. I know the video wasn't great. I'm sorry about that. But it'll be better tomorrow. Kirby Puckett, we're talking about him. But it'll be great tomorrow. So come back for that. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And we'll see you next time.